Resolution 514 is up next in our special matters tonight, and that is a resolution honoring our former county board chair, Sharon Corrigan, who is here tonight because there is something on the agenda that pertains to her new department. But Supervisor Kuhn has a resolution, and Sharon, if you would like to come up as we read this, that would be wonderful. Yeah. No, you can talk first if I can get your mic on.
This is not a roast, I swear.
It is, I didn't know. I haven't read
That's
the
later.
I don't know what it says.
I guess first, before I read the resolution, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Sharon. You all have, many of you have known her longer than I have, but I would say that I cannot remember a time before I knew her, because Sharon has that big of an impact on you once you meet her. And we will, in the resolution, we can talk about some of her accomplishments, but I wanted to talk about her as a leader, and I want to talk about her character. The first thing that I learned about Sharon upon joining the board is how welcoming Sharon is. Oh my gosh, okay. I need to sorry. You know I cry. I think the first thing that I did notice about Sharon, and I think everyone told me beforehand, but I have obviously gotten to spend a lot of time working with her and talking with her, and Sharon is welcoming to everyone. I don't know, and I hear about all the phone calls that she's been on just as chair, but also in her personal life, and the thing that I think everyone can say about Sharon is that she is willing to talk to anyone at any time about anything for the betterment of Dane County. Sharon is compassionate and cares very deeply about the things that she does, the things that she says, and the people that she represents. She also cares very deeply about all of you and has done, from what I can tell in my short time here, done as much as she can to listen, be open even when she doesn't agree with you, and hear what you have to say, and really take that into consideration when she is making decisions, which leaders often do. Sometimes that means that she says no, but Sharon never says no in a way that is demanding or paternal or critical. She does it in a way that explains why she believes what she does and who it is that we're helping by the decision that she's making. I think one of the things that people don't realize about being the chair is that it is, despite it being maybe part-time, full-time, is very time-consuming. I can tell you that from my experience, Sharon has always been available at all hours of the day and night, and that is something that obviously takes time away from her family and her friends, but she does it because she just cares so deeply about the things that we do as county supervisors and in Dane County. The other thing, a sign of a true leader that Sharon, I think, exhibits on every level is that she is collaborative. She does what she can to reach out. She wants to listen to everyone's opinion before she makes a decision, and she does her very best to make sure that everyone is at the table and engaged in the conversation to the best of her ability. And that is a really, really hard thing to do as a leader when on many occasions, and I don't want to speak for her, but probably she feels that the weight is on her shoulders or felt that the weight was on her shoulders, and she still took time out of that process every time that I can remember to make sure that she was doing her best to be collaborative with everyone. I think her accomplishments speak for herself, and we will read some of them through the resolution, but I do think, Sharon, that you can be proud of all of the things that you have done because, again, you have done them as a welcoming, compassionate, collaborative leader, and you should be proud. And we are proud, and we will very, very much miss you. So. Whereas Sharon Corrigan was first elected to the Dane County Board of Supervisors in 2010, representing District 26 in Middleton for 5 terms, the last 3 terms as chair of the Dane County Board, and whereas Sharon Corrigan championed many critical issues facing Dane County, including, and not limited to, criminal justice reform, the nexus between behavioral health and the justice system, gathering board support for systems change to reduce disparities and the number of people involved in the criminal justice system, as well as the Dane County Jail, And whereas Sharon saw the need for an increased awareness of and solutions to the affordable housing crisis and homelessness, and in her time on the board saw the Beacon Homeless Day Resource Center become a reality, also facilitated the county's creation of an affordable housing development fund and more than $24 million budgeted to it since then. And whereas Sharon embraced transparency, assuming the chair as Dane County implemented a legislative management system to provide residents with easier access to county committee and board agendas, and led the Engage Dane initiative to include the voices of all residents in Dane County. Whereas Sharon has been a champion for equity in Dane County policymaking and in the everyday work of the county, supporting the board's launch of the Dane County Equity Initiative. And whereas Sharon responded to the ever-increasing demand on our natural resources and effects of climate change by leading efforts to address water quality, sustainability, and flooding issues in Dane County. And whereas, as an avid outdoor enthusiast, Sharon spent most mornings walking in Pheasant Branch Conservancy and was able to oversee the largest conservation purchase in Dane County's history, adding 160 acres to the existing conservancy. And whereas Sharon encouraged women to seek election to local government posts and presided over a board that achieved gender parity in 2019, and whereas during the entirety of her tenure on the county board has led multiple phases of imagining, planning, and redeveloping the Lion Energy Center. And on January 24th, 2020, Sharon Corrigan resigned from the county board and is subsequently appointed to serve as the interim director of the Lion Energy Center. Now therefore be it resolved that the Dane County Board of Supervisors hereby recognizes former Dane County Board Chair Sharon Corrigan for her 10 years of service to the residents of Dane County and her leadership on her leadership as board chair, and be it finally resolved that a copy of this be presented to you.
Moved by Kuhn, seconded by Chenoweth.
Everyone.
What, and everyone? Can we put everyone? No? In our hearts and minds. All in favor? Opposed? I hope none. Motion passes. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you so much, Supervisor Kuhn and Supervisor Eicher, for this resolution. But really, thank you to all of you. No matter what kind of a leader you are, you can't achieve things without people who are working with you to try to achieve goals and to improve the county as we were working together. And I'm just so proud of all the work we did together. These were, so many of the things that were listed in here weren't just achievements that I had. It was achievements that you individuals on this board spearheaded, and I was able to help facilitate to make them happen. And I'm really so proud of the work we've all done together, and I miss you all already. I feel fortunate that I get to come back for the meetings in the evening for a little while here, so thank you all. I appreciate being the sentiment for all this, and I'll see you. You'll get tired of seeing me, so thank you.